Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris in Central Pennsylvania with an update on events in eSwatini, the former Swaziland in Southern Africa, surrounded by South Africa and Mozambique, the landlocked tiny country of 1.3 million people, the last absolute monarchy in all of Africa, with the 53-year-old monarch, King Mswati III in charge. Or is he in charge? Latest developments now, within the last couple of hours, the government of eSwatini has called in the army to restore order after days of violent protest against their monarch. The acting prime minister announced this a short while ago. This began with disruptions and protest in Manzini, located in central Swaziland, over the past couple of weeks, and then it exploded into Matsapha and has worked its way up into Mbabane now, which is the capital of eSwatini. This situation is rapidly spiraled out of control. The behavior is mob mentality at this stage. Internet and mobile services have been switched off. The army has been called out. The 3,000-member Mbuftu eSwatini Defense Force is really there not for national security but to quell civil unrest, which is what they're doing now. The government has declared a curfew. However, the United States Embassy in Mbabane says that this is martial law. The government's Prime Minister Masuku denies that martial law has been declared and said the government has tightened security to regain the rule of law, peace, and to protect all in Mswati. We have had to call in the army to protect critical national infrastructure and enforce the regulations related to the pandemic. You'll see in the following footage a compilation of clips from Twitter and from people passing these around the internet, so I cannot ascertain the veracity of it. I can confirm, in fact, that the images that purport to be of Mbabane are, in fact, of Mbabane. I have been there several times, and it is, in fact, the capital of eSwatini. Earlier this week, police fired tear gas and water cannons at groups of people who were demanding democracy and for political parties to be unbanned. They want to vote for their prime minister directly rather than an appointed prime minister. Now, eSwatini, or Swaziland, is a tiny country of about 1.3 million people, and it's best known for its sugar cane and for forestry products, as well as a few scenic nature reserves and a couple lovely golf courses. But over half the population lives on less than $1.90 per day, living in absolute poverty. People are frustrated between the pandemic and the absolute monarchy and the opulence displayed by the king and his 15 wives. People have had enough. It doesn't excuse the behavior you're about to watch, but watch these video clips of behavior across eSwatini, including the burning down of the brewery, and you see people breaking into stores and all sorts of chaos taking place here. So the army has been called out to restore order. One has to question whether an army of 3,000 along with a handful of police will be enough to restore order in several metropolitan centers in eSwatini. I doubt it. They may call on help from neighboring South Africa at some point. Meanwhile, rumors of the king's absence remain rampant. Where is King Mswati III? Is he in fact in eSwatini? Or has he, as the South African Broadcasting Corporation and numerous other news outlets reported, fled to South Africa a couple of days ago? We don't know. The king is yet to make a public appearance. Now, he contracted the virus during the pandemic back in February and recovered from it and has rarely been seen in public since then. Does he have all his faculties about him? We have no idea. As Swaziland, or eSwatini, burns, we're left asking this question. Watch these video clips now of all these events taking place.
There goes the brewery for Swaziland beverages. Blazing inferno.
Pellet storage, yeah, and all the packing cases.
Oh, konakele Mswati, konakele. Le bro alisayivela ishile and isasha. Konakele Mswati, konakele impela. Lo mlilo uyaqhubeka uyembili. Uyasha.
sakhe. Selakumba phuma gijima etown. Wongibabaleka. Ekse chaos lena. Buka ise wongumbabaleka ekse. Yekipsi. Buka ise.
In many respects, the footage you've just seen is shocking, coming from the normally peaceful Swazi kingdom in eSwatini. But people have reached their breaking point between absolute poverty, abject poverty, and the uncaring nature of a monarch who has 19 Rolls Royces, last I heard, something like that, 15 wives, lives an opulent lifestyle, and his fortune is estimated in excess of $200 million, while people are living on $1.90 per day. They simply had enough. Doesn't excuse this violent behavior. These violent protests must be brought under control. Whether the defense force and the police can do it is an open question.
The soldiers, only the soldiers and the police. This is the Mbabane bus rank. This is the Mbabane bus rank, Mbabane town, city center. No people here. No people, only soldiers. Only soldiers. Everything is clear here. Everything is clear. No people, only soldiers. Shops are vandalized. Shops are vandalized. Businesses are closed. No people. No people. This is the Mbabane bus rank. Everything is clear here. People are going back home. Only soldiers are patrolling the city. Soldiers are patrolling. Soldiers are patrolling and shooting.
Folks, if you're not a subscriber to Chris Wyatt Africa, please tune in and become a subscriber right here for cogent, in-depth analytical analysis of news and events from across Africa with a special focus on Southern Africa and those who influence the continent. Thank you for your patronage.